and so to Barra, where I was to present our credentials to a Lady MacDonald, a widow woman I had not met, but whose silhouette likeness I had been shown back in Edinburgh, from which I supposed her to be in her dotage, and much scarred by the smallpox, though that may have been the after effects of silverfish upon the paper from which her silhouette profile had been cut.
Well, what are you waiting for? I always thought you drawn towards the Church of Rome.
Drawn towards it, aye, but I should consider myself a fool were I sucked into it. I shall wait here till our hostess in Prospect exits this place.
How shall we recognize her, pray?
Why, sir, by her very substance. She is a lady, is she not?
Substance, indeed. I warrant you'd find substance in a blamont, Mr. Boswell, and in a set of pretty pins and a fetching dimple.
Ah, we meet again, Mr. Boswell, and so very soon.
I fear you have mistook me for another, dear lady.
And I presuming to have made a conquest when my father and I chanced upon you and Dr. Johnson only yesterday and had him dedicate a copy of his clever romance.
Miss Cole, forgive me. I did not realize. But how did you get here to Barra? I was not aware of your presence on our ship.
We have our own ship, Mr. Boswell. You lost someone, perhaps?
I'm here to find a Lady MacDonald, to whom I have a letter of introduction. The doctor and I have to spend the next several days with her. I was told aboard ship she would be here at Mass.
She was indeed at Mass.
Then where the devil is she? Cannot for the life of me see anyone that could pass for a lady here. What is it, Philip? What?
Well, where is she? Where is our hostess in Prospect? I should like a cosy billet out of this chill and a warm blanket for Hodge.
She may not have wandered far, sir. What is it?
You will forgive me, but I recognize your face, do I not, madam?
Do you, sir?
Oh, you must not tell me. It will spoil the game. Nor you, Mr. Boswell. I know this lady. Wait, oh, I have it here right in the very tip of my tongue. Desist, damn you. I have it. You are an actress, madam. Come to prominence but lately in some melodrama that's name eludes me. It was on the London stage at Drury Lane. You see, I'm right, sir, I'm right. Madam, you may think me impertinent if you will, but my companion and I are to lodge with a Lady MacDonald at her castle. May I invite you to entertain us there? You may fetch as many of your fellow artistes as you want or need you. You may come entirely by yourself. Tell me you will be there, dear lady.
You may count upon it, sir. I will most certainly be there.
Your most humble servant. What is it?
Let your carriage arrive, Lady MacDonald, ma'am.
I should appreciate the return of my hand, sir.
Oh.
Thank you, Hector. Good day to you, Dr. Johnson. My gratitude for you passing the time so entertainingly till my transport got here.
You knew her from yesterday, damn it!
We were not at the plays yesterday, Mr. Boswell. We were at Cole.
Just so, on the beach, where you berated her father for a blackguard.
That was never Miss Cole.
It was not she who called herself Miss Cole, but I.
Then it is you that is to blame for this farrago, Mr. Boswell. Why, any man might misconstrue those features and set them erroneously upon a stage. Eh? They are dramatic. That nose, those eyes, that mouth. Oh, that mouth, sir. That mouth.
Well, that's all very well, but what are we to do now? Where are we to lodge now? You've certainly scuppered our chances of hospitality in that quarter, if not by your nasty ill temper yesterday, then by your utterly oily and inappropriate behaviour today.
That was a mistake, sir.
Oh, I should think it bloody well was. I should not care to be fawned o'er as a flea if I were an elephant, sir. Nor yet a sapling were I a giant redwood tree. I should not care to be fawned o'er whatever. We must dispatch Joseph here with a note of the most abject apology.
Steady on.
I will say that you were taken ill with a tropical delirium. The blackguard insult. You wholeheartedly retract.
I'm only taking any note. I recognise the woman straight away.
Here! Get along! Hurry! Pray that performs the trick, sir. Pick those feet up, you bugger!
What was that?
I did not speak, sir.
What?
He did not say anything, Father.
Ah, what is here? I think one of your serving staff has lost a sleeve button, ma'am.
That, Mr. Boswell, is a truffle.
Truffle.
The devil it is. Damned instant-looking item.
You spoke, sir?
I did not, madam.
One...
Yes?
One hunts. Hunts, your ladyship. One hunts,
For truffles, you mean?
if you like, ma'am.
One leaves that to one's dogs or one's pigs, sir. They're so much better trained to it.
Pigs, madam.
Wild pigs. Peccary.
Once penned a treatise on that very topic, but no one would publish it.
Which topic, Father?
Buggery. Couldn't find a printer within 100 miles that would touch it with a long stick. Well, isn't that what we're discussing?
We're discussing truffles, dear. What you've just eaten.
Yes, damned rife there, damned rife. Man in my house was severely flogged for it. What's the state of play at your establishment, sir? Is it frowned upon or tolerated?
I believe you have erroneously taken me for another, Lord Cole. I am a writer. I work alone. I do not have an establishment.
Dr. Johnson here is the author of the book we had signed yesterday. The one I'm reading to you of an evening. Restless.
It is called Rasselas.
Quite right, sir, quite right. It is the only sure and certain manner in which to deal with it.
I didn't have such a picnic either, gents. At least you two had a feather bed to lay your heads. All I had was a corner of buyer up to here and cool shite.
Yes, well, I should have traded your cool shite for my boredom any time, sir. Never was such a pound of flesh exacted by one man with so much relish and given up by another with so little protestation. I am now as familiar with that aged scribbler's outpourings as I am with mine own. 18 volumes of fiction, 7 of history, and innumerable essays on everything from buggery to beekeeping.
You may tell your mistress on returning that Dr. Johnson sends his kind regards.
Yes.
Where might we find Sir Alan Macquarie, to whom she has been kind enough to pen a note of introduction?
Yes, yes. Alan Macquarie. Alan Macquarie, that's what we call him. Aye,
Well, come along, Joseph, come along!
aye,
Am I to lug all of this baggage by myself?
aye. Aye, a Macquarie. Aye, that's what you call him on Gaelic, Macquarie.
This way, sir. Let us pray that their being acquainted is of no great significance, and that this Macquarie gentleman is not of a similar kidney to her ladyship.